Hi, I'm Seb Angus, Project Manager for Kapitol Group out here at the M2 facility for NEXTDC. We recently completed the Stage 5 Phase 2 project. One of the big reasons that we successfully handed over the job with very tight timelines and many challenges, including delays to fresh equipment due to blockages at the Suez Canal, we were only able to do it through the collaboration with our trade partners. We essentially sat them all down when we noticed there's delays coming, and we're very clear that the deadline was a deadline. We wouldn't be looking for additional time off our client because we knew how important that end date was to the ongoing hyperscaler for NEXTDC. And the reaction we had from the trade partners was terrific. It was, what can we do and where do you need us? So the way I personally have done it, and I've always encouraged my team to follow on board, is you've got to develop a relationship with the person across the aisle from you and explain why it is important. It's not just about saying we have to finish, it's why we have to finish. A critical part of completing these jobs, particularly data centres I'm saying, is the commissioning phase. Obviously we have to build it, watertight, airtight, but then we've got to, for a simple term, flick on switches and blow air in. What we again identified, going back to this sort of collaboration in together, was the every morning commissioning huddle, which sounds obvious and an easy thing to do, but we brought in, there was no Teams meeting. Everyone was in person and it was the right person. And then we just opened the forum up to a bit like how we do our DABS approach, which is sort of ensuring that we're not dictating to, we're collaborating. We all knew where we had to get to, but just change that perception of this is what you have to do versus what can we do was really important. Again, we created almost like the buffer, or the bumper bars in the bowling alley, which made sure we didn't get off into the gutters. And we did that through hold points. We did that through a very strong energisation plan, which created those hold points. That was done in full collaboration with our safety committee, senior management, and our trade partners, and was all signed off. Further to that, we actually brought on a full-time, what we call energy marshal, who will come in and effectively be the full stop. So if we want to flick on an ATS or any kind of breaker, not only does that go through our energisation plan, but we have an individual person who's not employed by our electrical contractor Nielsen, they're completely independent, who will ratify it. And actually will give a go, no go via Aconex, and then finally via Hammertech to go further energisation. We all need to come on this journey together. And some will drop off, some will be picked up, some will scrape their knees and we'll pick them back up. And including ourselves, that's going to happen. But ultimately, if we're all going towards the same thing, how can that not be a good thing for our client?